No one ever imagined this. Not with his legacy, not with his name. But today, Lewis Hamilton, 7-time world champion, is begging for something that once came naturally, a single podium finish. And what's happened behind the scenes of Ferrari is something fans were never meant to see. This isn't just a story about a racer struggling to win. It's about a man trapped in a legacy, a billion-dollar team caught off guard, and a storm of pressure threatening to redefine everything we thought we knew about the greatest driver of his generation. So, how did Lewis Hamilton go from the king of the podium to desperately chasing third place like a rookie with everything to prove? And what dark truths inside Ferrari are making it worse? Let's go back, just briefly. When Hamilton signed with Ferrari, the world held its breath. It was supposed to be historic, a fairy tale finale, a legend joining a legendary team. But what fans didn't see, what no one talked about, was that behind the flashy announcement, behind the headlines and highlight reels, there were cracks, deep ones, and they've only widened. Here's where things get shocking. This podium drought, it didn't start at Ferrari. It began months before the move. 13 races, 0 top 3 finishes. For a man who once made standing on the podium feel inevitable, that number isn't just a statistic, it's a scar. And still, that's only the surface. Because early into his Ferrari journey, Hamilton found something unexpected. The team he had idolized from afar, the one he thought would finally give him the freedom and technical magic to end his career on a high, was in reality fractured, outdated systems, conflicting leadership, a culture of silence. It was like stepping into a beautiful house with broken plumbing. Even more shocking, some insiders now say Hamilton's arrival only made things more tense. Why? Because his presence, his experience, his expectations put pressure on a team that wasn't ready for it. Suddenly, everything had to be faster, smarter, better, and Ferrari wasn't prepared to keep up. Now here's the wild part. Reports suggest Hamilton has already held multiple internal meetings, urging Ferrari to modernize its systems and rethink its strategy approach. He's not just asking for performance, he's demanding it. Some even describe his push for change as desperation disguised as leadership. Because while Hamilton's adapting to Ferrari's politics, another driver is rising quietly in the background, Andrea Kimi Antonelli. The young prodigy has already been pulled into key meetings with team execs. And the question no one's answering is, and that is our first major paradox. If Ferrari truly believes Hamilton is the future, why are they fast-tracking a teenage phenomenon behind closed doors? Is it succession planning? Or something even more unsettling? A backup plan in case Hamilton's fairy tale ends in disappointment? But first, you need to know this. One of the most overlooked truths in this entire saga isn't about the car, or even the team. It's about Lewis himself. Because behind the media-trained smiles, the carefully chosen sound bites, Hamilton is carrying something heavier than bad lap times. He's carrying the weight of expectations from millions of fans, from his own legacy, and maybe most of all, from himself. He's not just chasing a podium. He's chasing proof. Proof that the greatest driver of the modern era still has one final masterpiece left in him. And that belief, that need to prove it, may be the one thing pushing him forward and quietly tearing him apart. In the wake of that paradox, something unexpected happened. Hamilton didn't just stay quiet. He doubled down. During the summer break, Hamilton spent days at Ferrari HQ demanding change. He sat down with Ferrari President John Elkann, CEO Benedetto Vigna, and team principal Fred Vasseur. He delivered 2 detailed documents outlining car development issues, from suspension to engine, and urged the team to evolve or risk repeating history. That alone would be bold. But what's more revealing is that Ferrari listened. Within weeks, rumors emerged of internal shakeups. Some veteran engineers were sidelined. New faces were brought into car concept and performance departments. Hamilton wasn't just driver. He became a catalyst. Despite all that, results didn't immediately follow. Monaco and Miami brought clashes between Hamilton and his race engineer Riccardo Adami. Radio exchanges turned tense, and conservative officials called them early-stage communication issues, despite Hamilton dismissing any bad blood, stressing we're in this together. The message? Ferrari's culture shift is underway, but so is the friction of change. Amid this pressure, reports claim Hamilton personally supported Andrea Kimi Antonelli during Spa, offering encouragement to his former Mercedes successor. He visited Antonelli at Spa's Mercedes hospitality and quietly told him, "You can always lean on me." But that support came as Antonelli struggled emotionally and performance-wise, adding another layer to the dynamic. Now, here's something unexpected. Pundits comparing Hamilton to Michael Schumacher, and Ferrari's extension of Vasseur's contract echoes history. Ralf Schumacher recently noted how Michael demanded Jean Tot's stay to secure his future titles. Now Hamilton is publicly backing Vasseur, and pundits suggest his influence may shape Ferrari's roadmap for success, not unlike Schumacher's era. Meanwhile, critics abound. Bernie Ecclestone questioned Hamilton's motivation at 40 and predicted he wouldn't last long at Ferrari. Others say Ferrari's SF25 chassis simply fits Leclerc's driving style better, even though Hamilton continues pushing new upgrade packages. The fact remains, his teammate leads him by 30 championship points, and Ferrari's in second place overall, trailing McLaren. Through it all, Hamilton has taken action. Engineers confirm he's actively aligned strategy changes, and Ferrari boss Vasseur admitted the team must help Hamilton string together error-free weekends to break the podium drought. Yet, every aggressive call, like rear wing gambles or suspension tweaks, carries risk. Hamilton's apology after a Q1 exit at Belgium showed the toll that pressure takes. So what's really happening? Hamilton isn't just fighting for a podium. He's fighting to transform Ferrari from within. He's pushing leadership culture, influencing technical decisions, and even shaping the team's future driver hierarchy. But in doing so, he's also made himself a lightning rod for criticism, tension, and questions about succession. Ferrari's decision came swiftly. They renewed team principal Fred Vasseur's contract on a multi-year deal, silencing rumors of his replacement and confirming the leadership structure Hamilton has backed publicly. This isn't just a stability move. It's validation of Hamilton's vision and influence. But what does that mean for Hamilton's future at Maranello? It means he's reshaped Ferrari in more ways than fans realize. His internal documents, demanding faster, smarter workflows and more agile development, have already changed Ferrari's structure, moving veteran engineers aside, reshuffling departments, and accelerating 2026 car concepts. Ferrari insiders now refer to him as a super consultant, not just a driver. When critics questioned his motivation at 40 and predicted Ferrari would soon drop him, Hamilton stood firm. He publicly defended Vasseur, calling the reason he joined, and reaffirmed his long-term commitment to success. And that's where the final reveal hits hardest. Because this isn't just about a podium anymore. It's about Hamilton refusing to repeat Ferrari's past failures. As he told race fans, "I refuse to allow the same names like Alonso or Vettel to be the ones who didn't win with Ferrari." He's demanding more than results. He's demanding a legacy. That belief has spurred measurable changes. Hamilton has reunited with a former race engineer to restore communication and performance synergy. That move came mid-season, time around Belgium, as Ferrari scrambled to end his podium drought. Still, the car remains stubborn. The SF25 doesn't suit him as well as it suits Leclerc's smoother style, and he's still without a podium after 13 races. And Ferrari remains second in the standings, running behind McLaren, while Hamilton trails Leclerc by 30 points in the championship. So, here's the mega payoff. Hamilton isn't just chasing a podium. He's rewriting Ferrari's culture, from technical structure to team hierarchy. He's staking claim to his own version of the Schumacher era, backing leadership continuity, mentoring Antonelli, and paving the way for the 2026 regulations era. But he's doing it under scrutiny, internal tension, and race results that haven't yet matched the vision. Now, let's talk numbers and lifestyle. Hamilton may not be on the podium yet, but his influence has economic impact. Ferrari stock spiked over 10% when the deal was announced. Promotional partnerships, notably Puma, have surged. Hamilton's social profile continues to expand into fashion, film, and philanthropy. He's not just a driver, he's a brand, pulling Ferrari into a broader global lead. What's the lesson? Influence isn't just measured in trophies. Sometimes it's measured in structural change, legacy planning, and cultural revolution within an organization. Hamilton is betting that by reshaping Ferrari's DNA, he can finally build a car and the team to deliver his 8th championship. So here's your final question. Will Hamilton's internal power translate to on-track success before Ferrari moves on? Or is the team preparing quietly for the future, with or without him?